Hi guys, it's Nampilo here and welcome back to my channel. So yeah, today is another foundation day. We're gonna be testing out a new foundation. It is not new, but it is new to me. So yeah, to me it's new. I've never used this foundation, but yeah, we're gonna dive deep and see what it's all about. So today we're gonna be looking at the Lancome foundation, Lancome Idole. Hopefully you can see that, guys. So yeah, that's the foundation that we're going to be trying today. I bet a few people have tried this foundation, but yeah, so packaging wise, this is what we are dealing with. And yeah, I mean, last video was all good, but I didn't like the lighting on it because I filmed that video around 7. So today I've had to delay a little bit. And the good thing about today is I'm not going to work, so that's a plus on my side. And it's getting lighter and brighter and warmer outside, which is a good thing too, because we get to be at least, you know, less ill, and we get to be a bit more motivated and a bit more, you know, awake. So yeah, and I'm filming this, it's around 10 in the morning in the UK time, so that's actually nice. So anyway, back to the foundation. This is the Lancome foundation. So it says Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear. So this is described as a foundation for all skin types, and it gives a matte finish apparently. So if you are an oily skin girl, you probably will love this foundation. You will love it. And for me, I picked up the color 515W, and I believe this formula apparently is been changed. On here 515W used to be 13.1 cacao. That's what it says. You know, so yeah, I didn't use it before, so I don't know how the old formulation was, and I don't know why they've changed it. But yeah, I bought this new formula. So you know, it's a as I said, it's a foundation that I've never used. I don't know how it pulls out. We will find out together. You know, I tried to do as much research as I could on my shade. Is it gonna be a hit? Is it gonna be a miss? I don't know. All I know is I'm trying on a new foundation, and yeah, let's dive in. So I'm gonna do the usual, you know, put my powder first so that the foundation can have a place to grip. But before I can do that, I used a primer for my makeup base. So this is the primer that I use from Revolution. It's almost on its way out, but yeah, I love it because it doesn't leave my skin greasy. So I did put an SPF and then a primer on top, but as you can see, everything looks good without the foundations. Of course, you've got all the imperfections out and whatnot, and that's what life is all about. Yeah, but yeah, so I use this primer as a base, but I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier powder. So yeah, that's the powder that I'm gonna use. I love to use this powder as a sort of like as a base as well, because it actually gives me a nice clean complexion already before I can even go in with the powder. So yeah, we're gonna do that now. And I am appreciative of the fact that I'm not going to work, so I can do this and actually, you know, concentrate on it without concentrating on the time. But yeah, so and I love the fact that it's getting warmer outside. Oh my god, December, January time, it was bad. Especially January almost killed me. Like, you just wake up with depression and whatnot. So yeah. So this foundation is described as a breathable foundation. So that means I'm not expecting it to wear my skin down. Hopefully that's what I'm gonna get, you know, because I find that sometimes heavy foundations have a tendency of breaking you out as well. And if you are an oily skin girl, you don't want a heavy foundation. So yeah, I'm not expecting this foundation to give me as much oil as I got on the on the Mario foundation, on the Makeup by Mario, because that was oily. I love the foundation, I love the glow of it, but yeah, on my skin it was super oily. So let's see how far this one goes. So I'm not expecting any oil. Generally, I know that as an oily girl, I'm supposed to be using matte foundations, but I find that in winter, matte foundations, they tend to give me a dry skin feeling. My skin will not be dry because I do focus on skincare so much. Like, especially if I'm wearing foundation, I do focus on hydration and, you know, using my moisturizer and my SPF. But I find that if I wear a matte foundation, it has a tendency of dragging my skin down in winter. So I sort of like put them away. I don't like wearing matte foundations in winter. But in summer, however, when it's warm, I tend to go for matte foundations. Because that means that I don't become oily quickly. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, moving on from the powder. So this is my skin already. I love this. Sometimes this is how I wear, you know, my makeup. Just powder, lippy on, eyes on, and I'm out. As I said before, I'm not a makeup guru. I don't want to hear comments like, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that. I'm not a makeup guru. Secondly, I like to keep things as natural as possible. So yeah, this is the foundation. I'm just gonna swatch here. Ooh, okay. So here we go. That is the color that I picked up. So yeah, does run a bit red. That's on my hand, but my hand is quite lighter, I believe, than my face. So yeah, I'm not gonna be scared. It's too early to be scared, but yeah, it does look a bit red there on the camera. But when I look at it with my eyes, it looks like it's okay. It does pick a little bit of NARS that I use on a daily basis. So yeah, that's the foundation there, 515W. So let's go in. We shall see. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop that there. Let me do a bit of, right, let's swatch. There we go. I feel like today I've got really good lighting, so that is the foundation there. Okay, so yeah, you can only appreciate it after, you know, I've applied it and blending, I believe. But yeah, I like it so far on my hand. I do like it on my hand. Right, I'm just gonna go in with that. Let's see, where are we? Right, I don't know what you guys think, but yeah, it is what it is. Let me just apply it the whole face, because even I'm not okay. Right, looks okay. Looks like it can work. Okay. It does look like it's my color. In terms of color, it does look like it's my color, and it is matte, if you can see. So I've applied here, haven't applied here, but it does not look like it's like greasy or anything. So it is a matte foundation without feeling like it's super matte. So yeah, let's just apply the whole face. And I've sort of like gone in, I would say, with 2 pumps, because I used 1 pump on here and then I used the one that was on my hand, just so that I don't waste it. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna need to apply another one, and this time I'm just gonna, okay, right, here we go. Right, on this side, I feel like this side is showing way more better. Right, let's see. Coverage wise, you can still see my dark mark there, my hyperpigmentation. So you can still see that, so it's not covered. You can still see what's going on there. So this is described as a buildable coverage foundation. You can apply to have light coverage, or you can apply to have full coverage. So yeah, it depends on what you like with your foundation, and I bet also for most people it depends what day it is. Like, you know, are you going for a long haul, like 12-hour thing, or you know, you just want to put something light on your face and then. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's not heavy. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, you know, heavy on my face. So, which is nice. And I'm using you know, a wet blender, blending sponge, which I like. So, yeah, so far I would say I've used 3 pumps, and yeah, it is giving good coverage with the 3 pumps. Yeah, it is covering quite a bit. So I'm liking the coverage so far, and I like the shade that I bought. Okay. Yeah, it's not super matte, which, you know, because I was afraid that this is gonna be too matte for my liking. But yeah, I am an oily girl, but as I said, I don't like wearing foundations that leave me really matte. I don't like that. It gives me that dry skin feeling, which I hate. Yeah, right. So here we are, all covered up with 3 pumps, because I've got a big face. One here, one here, one here, and yeah, I would say probably 4, because I've applied what I had applied on here. So I would say sort of like 3.5 to 4 pumps with what was left on here. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm liking it. I like the fact that, you know, if you're an oily skin girl, you can really wear this foundation. Or if even if you're a dry skin girl, it's not heavy, it's not cakey, it's not, you know, it's fine. So anyway, I'm gonna wear this for probably 8 to 9 hours, and then I will come back with my views, and let's see how the foundation will be like. Because I can wear this here now and say, oh, it's good. But then after 3 hours, you find that, you know, there are some foundations that you wear, you put on, and you wear them for 2 hours. And when you look at your face, you don't look like you're wearing anything. I've seen people say, oh, I'm wearing, you know, like there was one lady who used to wear Clinique, right? She was my friend at work. She used to wear Clinique. And she will come in the morning looking all doiled up. Good, perfect. After 3 hours, that foundation is gone. And you're like, what happened? You know, sometimes it's how you prep your foundation, how you prep your skin. Are you wearing a primer? Did you set your foundation? But sometimes it's just the foundation that just decided to just disappear. Going where? I don't know. But yeah. So hopefully this foundation won't be doing that to me. Yeah, I've got a few errands to run, few things to do around the house, although I'm not going to work. But yeah, we shall see when I come back in a couple of hours. So guys, this is the foundation. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set it and see how it pulls out. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the banana setting powder from Revolution. And I'm gonna use the same sponge. I'm not gonna use too much powder on this foundation because this is a matte foundation already. I guess if you want, you can leave it the way it is, you know, but I'm just gonna set it to just, and I'm just gonna use as liquidy powder as possible to just go around these troublesome areas, right? And again, we are not using any concealer here. We are not using anything because I want this to be as natural as possible. So yeah, I'm gonna zoom in now. Right, this is my skin. You can still see, right, the discolorations on here, the blemishes and whatnot. Right, so I've only, I would assume, light coverage. I could still go in, but I don't wanna go in. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Okay, I'm gonna leave the foundation as it is and see how it performs, especially with the oils and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my makeup, that's my skin, that's my makeup, that's my foundation. Okay. Right guys, so I will see you in a couple of hours, probably in the evening, and we shall see how this foundation will be, and wish me luck. Right guys, so I'm back with the last bit of the foundation try on review. So yeah, my thoughts, it's a beautiful foundation. It is a true matte foundation. So if you can see, I did not even touch my face. I can say that I didn't touch my face or anything, but if I look in the mirror, I am a little bit oily here, but that's just me. Everywhere else, my skin feels quite mattified. Now, as much as that could be a good thing to most people, as I said, it gives me that feeling of, you know, my skin being sort of like pulled and dragged down, simply because we are still in winter, technically in the UK, and it's in the evening, it's getting dark outside. That's why I've got all this like artificial light on. Yeah, I don't like that feeling of matte foundations, especially in winter, because they do give you that dry feeling. But generally, when you look at it, it's fine. It's what I am personally feeling on my skin. But generally, it's a good foundation. It's fine. It is breathable. It doesn't feel heavy on skin, and it does give you that nice matte finish. To be honest and fair, I've seen other people wearing this foundation. There's a girl at work who swears by it. She loves it so much, and always her face always looks matte, like really matte. I personally wouldn't go down that far to choose a matte foundation, because I do love a little bit of a glow. But in summer, as I said, I get oily, especially this area here. That's when I really utilize matte foundations, and if I go abroad where the weather is hot. But otherwise, it's a beautiful foundation. As I said, my shade is 515W. It does run a little bit dark, if I can just hold it there. So that is my shade, if anyone is wondering and they want to try one, you know, for themselves. So yeah, beautiful. Anyway, so guys, that's the finishing touch. I didn't do anything. I just put a bit of a lippy on because I was going outside. But generally, it's a foundation that I would consider keeping for summer, or purchasing if it's towards summer or if I need to travel. Otherwise, I do like hydrating foundations that give you a bit of a, you know, of a glow. Anyway, thank you guys for those that have watched, for those that have managed to subscribe, and I really do appreciate you. God bless you. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, or at least you did find something useful. Have a beautiful day. Much love to you. Bye.